Picture this. You have a date. You've been waiting all week for this date, so when the day comes, you do your makeup, your hair, you want to look really good. Before you leave, you pray to God that this date works out because you're really nervous. Then you walk over and head over to your car. As soon as you get to your car, you realize something so frustrating that it actually makes you want to cry. Your car won't start.
Hi, I'm Rachel Goldberg, and I've been there before, trust me. I can't tell you how many times my car wouldn't start because it was too cold, because I left the light on, and for many other reasons. My uncle actually owns a shop, so growing up, I spent a lot of time visiting him and being in the shop, so I know a lot about cars because I've been exposed to it for a long time.
With that being said, today I will explain to you how to jumpstart your car effectively, and I will also explain how to jumpstart your car safely because it can be very dangerous dealing with car batteries. Before we get started, there are certain things that you will need. In addition to your dead car, you will need a pair of jumper cables. Risk-Free Auto Pair Advice, which is a company that consists of master auto technicians, recommends that everyone keep a pair of jumper cables in their car at all times, as you never know when you'll need them. You will also need another car with a functioning battery that has the same voltage as the battery that's dead. This car should be parked close to the dead vehicle so that the jumper cables can reach both cars. A pair of safety goggles and gloves are not mandatory, but will make the process so much safer. The first step is to put both vehicles in park and shut off their ignitions. Once this is done, open the hood on both vehicles. To open the hood, you'll need to pull down the hood latch, which is usually located below the steering wheel. Next, locate the batteries of both cars. The battery looks like a rectangular box in the picture. Take out the red jumper cable and connect one red clamp to the positive terminal of the dead battery. The positive terminal of the battery will be indicated by a red knob or a plus sign. If you see any cracks in the battery or damage to the cable wires, do not ignore this. You must avoid jump-starting your car with a cracked battery or damaged cable wire because it can be dangerous and damaging to your car. After this, attach the other red clamp to the positive terminal on the battery of the working car. Now, take out the black jumper cable. Connect one end of the black jumper cable to the negative terminal on the battery of the car that works. The negative terminal is indicated by a black knob or by a negative symbol. Once you're done with that, walk over to the car with the dead battery. Do not connect the other side of the black jumper cable to the dead battery. Instead, attach that clamp to an unpainted metal part of the dead car. This will help ensure a safe jump. Once all the cables have been attached properly, start the working vehicle and let it run for a minute or two. Then for step 7, start the dead vehicle. It should turn on. If the car doesn't start, allow the working vehicle to charge the battery for an additional minute or two before attempting again. Once the dead car is now running, you may disconnect the jumper cables. Start with removing the black cable first and then remove the red ones. Avoid letting the clamps touch each other while any part of the cable is still attached to the car. Keep the cables as far away as possible. 1A Auto, an expert-based automotive customer service company, states that it can be very hazardous if the clamps touch each other because it can create sparks. Finally, take a short drive with the vehicle that needed the jump. The Pep Boys automotive service chain recommends that you drive for at least 20 to 30 minutes. This will allow the battery to build up a charge so that your vehicle does not die again once you turn it off. If, after all of this, your car still doesn't work, you may need to replace your battery. Or the problem may not even be with your battery. You might need to take your car to a repair center because there might be a different problem.
A lot of people carelessly jumpstart their car, which can be really damaging to the car, the battery, and dangerous to the individual. But now you know how to jumpstart your car, and you can do it safely without hurting yourself. Can you imagine if you were late to a job interview, an exam, a date with a guy or girl that you really liked, all because your car wouldn't start? That's why it's important to know how to jumpstart your car, because you never know when your car won't go. Thank you.